What's the vibe, man? What's the vibe? Man, dark side, you African, I'm on the roll. Before I get in, I know a lot of these topics are, I know in this day and age, man, shit has like a short shelf life on the internet. But hey, man, there are eternal, infinite lessons in these. So shit, hell yeah, you right. My shit gonna be late. I was busy handling other business. But the stories are still true. These tragic events have still occurred. This brother's family are still mourning and suffering. This Becky bitch is still out free as far as from what I've researched so far. So shit, we gonna talk about it. Now, first off, rest in peace to the brother Christian Toby. He was making some goofy moves, but overall it seemed like he was a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that little shit he was saying, man, about African Americans, motherfuckers trying to make this some Adolf shit, FBA bullshit, shit he was saying about the sisters. Hey, man, I grew up around cats like him. Cats who was from Africa, and cats who were born as American as apple pie, as people might say. Cats who are rejected and shunned and bullied and picked on by their peers, they grow up with resentment. And, and they put it out there. Not to mention when this dude was making these tweets, he was still a minor. So, that's what that is. I'm not going to even talk about that. My message to you brothers, right? What the Most High, what the Spirit has given me to edify you brothers on is that, man, just because she white doesn't mean she right. You dig? It's two main lessons I want to give out to you. The first one, just because she white doesn't mean she right. Stop going into this shit thinking that non-black women, non-African American women are, you did what I'm saying, are so goddamn it, how can I say, are so proper, are so, you did what I'm saying, are just so appropriate for you as a man. No. The second lesson is, stop falling in love with whores. Stop chasing fucking sluts, man. And that goes for women of all races. A lot of you guys, man, y'all grow up watching this pornography. Y'all listening to this sexually charged Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, all this shit on the radios. Those of you who might be a little older, you know about Trina and Lil' Kim. Bro, a whorish woman ain't meant to occupy so much of your time. That's a motherfucking recreational event. You did what I'm saying? So that's what we gonna talk about. We gonna, and I'm gonna deal with them back and forth because this shit is intertwined. And let me start off by saying this too. Well, I already started, so let me just say this. My name on here, Dark Side You African. If y'all watch my other videos, you will see that I am a staunch African nationalist. Really, I'm an African supremacist, black supremacist. I don't believe in race mixing. I don't believe in interracial dating. None of that shit. But, like I say, the other part, dark side. We deal with the dark. And sometimes the dark side, it just simply mean the reality, the nitty gritty, what's really going on. I know men of all races fuck women of other races. the white boys definitely fuck women of other races. The mestizo Hispanic will fuck women of other races. The Arab, the Turk, hell, the Native American, if he can get a chance, he'll fuck a woman of another race. The goddamn Asian. You know what I'm saying? He putting the hurting on them sisters in Africa. And every now and then he'll get one of these sisters over here. You did what I'm saying? And hell, since the white man been running amok of his woman, he's now has conspired with the white woman and been getting the white woman's pussy. So I'm not delusional that men like fucking women of other races. You know, this staunch, you know, African nationalist, African-centered, black first, race first lifestyle that I leave only a select, chosen few are really gonna live by that shit. Especially when it comes to dating and mating. And honestly, I know a lot of good brothers, man, who fuck with me, man, and who rock with me. And they're in interracial relationships. They deal with women of other races. Shit. Man, my own biological father deals with white women. Now, my mother's black, is straight up black. But he deals with white women. A lot of men in my life have dealt with a white woman. And when you talk to men, I don't care, a lot of men, the masses of men will tell you that they fucked a woman of another race or dealt with a woman of another ethnicity. Because that's one of the, like, lower level traits of patriarchy. You know, that's where all men compete on. Man, I'ma fuck that white man's woman. White boy, I'ma fuck that black man's woman. And then so on with the other races and ethnicities. So with that being said, this is not an indictment. This is not roasting of brothers who date out. Shout out to my SYSBM brothers. Shout out to my brothers who, you know, deal with women of other races. I don't really agree with it because, and I'm gonna go into why I don't really agree with it and why it's not a solution in that. Shout out to my brothers who on a new society tip. I don't agree with everything, but I understand why y'all push the lines y'all push. Because when you look at the state of a lot of black women and you look at what brothers have gone through with black women, good brothers. I know some good men, man, who went through hell with their black woman, with their black wives. And before motherfuckers get started, they was not dating hoes and hoochie mamas. They was dealing with women, decent church girl women, college educated women, or just regular, you know, country town girls. And they still fucked them over. You did what I'm saying? Fucked them over to the fact that even the woman agreed that she fucked them over. So I understand. So knowing that a lot of our sisters are not in, you know, we come from a culture that doesn't really respect patriarchy, that doesn't really respect the masculine principle. They just see the masculine principle as something to serve and protect and provide for the feminine principle. So when you come from, as much as I love African culture, but one of the weaknesses in African culture is there's a lot of emphasis on the feminine principle. And through slavery and Jim Crow and things like that, racism and white supremacy and things like that, that feminine principle was further, how can I say, mutated to even be to be even more toxic to us. You know, we don't have a consistent definition of manhood in the African race, particularly as African Americans. You know, because Even though our brothers like Christian Toby, who I think he's come from the Igbo people of Nigeria. Even brothers like the men, their patriarchal standards are more or less based on not an indigenous patriarchal culture, but more so a European or an Asiatic, meaning like an Arab or a Berber, you know what I'm saying? Either an Arab or European standard. And we all know that their patriarchy has a lot to do with pederasty and and I don't like using the word, but for lack of a better term, misogyny. Hatred of women, right? So they try to like emulate the oppressor, the colonizer, instead of coming up with their own indigenous way of being a fucking man and laying their fucking foot down and ruling their household and being true rulers. You did what I'm saying? So the brother Christian, right? He hooks up with this IG thought. This IG thought snow bunny hoe, right? He hooks up with this snow hoe. You did. And from all reports, he was tricking on her. She was disrespecting him and stuff like that, treating him like a lame. You see, here's the thing, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is why, other than the fact that I'm a racial, a race supremacist or whatever, this is the secondary reason why I don't really advocate for black men. I'm not a big advocate for black men dating out, because all women see us the same as being matriarchal drones. They see us the same. The main reason why women of other races, the two main reasons, well, you could say three. The two main reasons, but let me start off with these two main reasons. One, other races of women fuck with us because they know it's a direct slap in the face of their men. They know, man, because you see, the black man has a natural masculinity about himself. We can be at the bottom of the motherfucking social, economic, political totem pole, but it's just something about the black man that exudes raw fucking masculinity. So women of other races fuck with us because they know they'll piss that man off. Especially that white boy. He like, God damn, I got all this shit and you messing with this goddamn jigaboo. Because and the Mexican, you messing with this fucking Mayate, and the Arab, you messing with this fucking Abid and all this shit. Because they know that shit. It's a strike against the ego that damn, I'm the Arab, like, damn, I got all this oil. The Chinese man, like, damn, we're a superpower now. The white man, like, we still run this motherfucking planet. And this bitch still gonna go fuck with this Negro. Because we exude a natural masculinity. You did what I'm saying? We exude a natural masculinity. So, because that's the first of the two reasons why women of other races fuck with us. Because they on some rebellious shit, fuck their man type shit. The second reason why they fuck with us, because, like I was saying, we're matriarchal drones. They know black men worship women. They know black men worship pussy. Whether you talking about straight from the continent, whether you talking about the islands, or whether you talking about the Americas. They know we put pussy on a pedestal. They know we love women. And when we get with a woman, we become, in many ways, submissive to that woman. And then when you add the I guess the what you would call the internalized feelings of racial inferiority, worshiping non-blackness, non-Africanness. They know, like, damn, not only am I a woman, I'm a woman of another race. So this motherfucker sure enough gon' do the fool for me. He sure enough gon' goddamn bend over backwards for me. You did what I'm saying? So that's why we end up getting the rejects of a lot of these races. We end up getting the single mothers, the obese, the criminal record havers, the dope, the drug addicted, the mentally ill. We end up getting the dregs of a lot of these women, these other races of women. And then when you do get one who's light on the eyes, somewhat who's attractive or fine, the bitch is crazy. The bitch is really a racist. You see, because the black man, for many reasons outside of his own doing, because we haven't created a patriarchal culture amongst ourselves, and because we haven't embraced true rulership, these women of other races who know that certain shit that they can do with us, they can't do with their own man, their natural mate, they come over to us because they know they can get away with more disrespect. As you see with the Kim K Kanye situation, they know that they can do certain fuck shit that they can't get away a lot of times with the men of their own race. So that's why they come on this side. And that's what I want you brothers to understand. I'm not dick policing. I'm just being real. Fucking with women of other races is not the answer. Because number one, you live in a world where all women are empowered and encouraged to be against patriarchy, to be against any semblance of male hegemony or influence over women. Unless you fucking with probably some kind of remote village somewhere. But women all over are encouraged to stand against men, to compete against men. So when you going overseas, them women they tricking, they running game. They want to come over here to America so they can live the life of an independent, feminist American woman, G. That's why they fuck with you more than their own men. And I'm not trying to be down on my brothers who are going overseas, who are dealing with other cultures of women. But this right here is an example that a lot of women don't really respect black men because we're not patriarchal. They fuck with us because they know we put pussy on the pedestal, man. They know we love women. We are a very gynocentric race of men. Hell, our culture is very gynocentric. And they know this. So when brothers like who don't really have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, like Toby, like the brother Christian Toby right here, they fall for the fucking trap, G. They fall for the goddamn trap. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to go back and forth. Then I'm going to speak. Now, let me mention this. Now, the third reason is, the third reason is the obvious. Some of them legitimately like black men and they're attracted to them. But that's neither here or there. Now, going to the reason number two. Well, no, this is something else. The second lesson. The second lesson is a lot of you guys, you brothers are attracted to toxic women. Like I say, you grew up around all this pornographic material. You know, you think being with a whore is swag. You think being with a whore is fly. You think because your woman has a bussin' OnlyFans, a popping Snapchat, a motherfucking turned up Instagram, y'all think that shit some player shit. It ain't. It is not. You really, your ass, nah, you ain't really, you worse than a simp. Your ass really a goddamn cook, G. That's what your ass really is. You're really a cook. That's what you really are. You did what I'm saying? That's who you really are. A fucking cook. And that's why I tell you, brothers, man, you know, now don't get me wrong. I know plenty of guys who try to go for the modest church girl, band geek girl or whatever, and they still got fucked over. Cause like I said, just like this spirit, this rebellious spirit, plays all races of women, it plays all types of women. I get that. But a lot of you guys are deliberately going for women who are dysfunctional. Who are, what's the word a lot of people like to use? Toxic. This dude had no business with this broad. And you can tell, man, he's just enraptured and enamored by her. And that's another thing, man. Now, like I say, I'm African-centered, and I understand the power of the divine feminine and the place of women in traditional African culture and in African-American culture, right? But I'm going to tell you, and a lot of my African-centered brothers, Pan-Africans, they going to vehemently disagree with me. Some are going to probably unfriend me and disconnect from me. But fuck it. The truth is the truth. Don't you ever put a woman on the pedestal, bro, above higher principle. If you stick with higher principle, some of your guys may call it God, some of it may be a moral code or whatever. If you stick with higher principle, you're going to love your woman. You're going to take care of your woman. You're going to, you know what I'm saying, respect your woman. But when you put the woman above higher principle and you make her your higher principle, you're going to fail, bro. That woman, you see, women are a complex creature, bro. They want to be worshipped on one hand, but then they also want to be humbled on the other. You see, I'm going to be honest. A skank like this should have been with a gorilla type pimp motherfucker. You know, if she was gonna be with a brother, she needed to be with a gorilla type pimp motherfucker. She had no business with dude right here. Rest in peace to brother Christian. She had no business with dude, and he had no business with her. And he ended up losing his life in the process. You know what I'm saying? He ended up losing his motherfucking life in the process, man. And that's what's sad, man. Some of you guys are too easily pussy whipped, man. Y'all get with these toxic women, man, who probably been molested, unfortunately been raped, and they're sexually advanced, well beyond you. Even though they may be the same age as you, they might even be a couple years younger than you. But they're so sexually advanced that they enrapture you. And you fall and prey to the succubus spirit that they have. And it has infected you. And it has, and now you got that parrot, that spiritual tapeworm inside you, possessing you and leading you to destruction, G. You know, and that's what's so tragic. So when I say black men need to embrace rulership, I'm not just talking about as a collective of men. I'm talking about starting with yourself as an individual, brother. You got to embrace rulership of your own dominion as an individual, brother. You see, I ain't no dating coach by any stretch of the motherfucking imagination. But before you start approaching women, you got to know thyself. You got to be confident with yourself. Because even if you do get laid, you still going to end up getting played. Straight up, bro. You know, leave that porn alone, man. Leave them bare naked, because those women are just, those women, I suggest men shouldn't entertain those women, but like I say, I'm not a dick policer. I'm not a penis patroller. If you're going to fuck with those type of women, that shit should be severely limited. You know, even more now, because, you know, they hooking up with dope boys to rob dudes. They robbing and killing dudes themselves, and it's all kind of fuck shit going. They collecting shit to extort you, information to extort you on. But if you're gonna fuck with them, it has to be in a very limited, controlled environment. You're not supposed to fall in love with these concubines, man. These women are concubines just for you to get some steam off, bro. That's their only motherfucking function. Y'all fall in love with them and putting them on game, and I mean, bro, that's why y'all fall. That's why brothers are failing at, man, and falling into these motherfucking traps. And then back to the racial aspect, bro. That's why these chicks are fucking with. That's why these non-black bitches, man, are chasing y'all down, man, because they know that y'all have this racial inferiority complex. They know y'all gynocentric and matriarchal than a motherfucker. So when they get around you, you're going to lose your mind. You're going to lose your manhood. You're going to turn into a hoe. You're going to turn into a bitch for them. And I'm not calling Brother Christian that. And Brother Christian was a good man, but he was a young man who was led astray. And what even hurt him further was the fact that he wasn't, you know, brought up in African American culture like that. And let me speak on that. I didn't want to address this in this video, but fuck it, why not? A lot of people was trying to make this Tariq Nasheed being one of them. You know, I already talked about that a little bit. You know, when you're rejected and shunned by our culture, you say things, disparaging things and all that. But I'm going to say this, man. You know, you brothers over who are from Africa and the Caribbean and Latin America and places like that, I'm gonna just put y'all on game, man. You know, respect African Americans, man. Respect us, bro. We laid the way, and I'm not saying it on some trying to little boy y'all, nothing like that. Because hell, none of us are hiding each other. We all in the same boat as African people. But what I'm saying is, a lot of us know these white folks. We know these women. You know, tap in with some good African American brothers, man, because you see, these predatory women of all races, including black women, they're seizing upon your ignorance of this culture. Your ignorance, they're seizing upon your naivety and your lust for these IG models, for these porn stars and shit. And they're going to take your ass down through there, and you're going to end up like the dude right here and lose your motherfucking life. So, man, you need to tap in with people who are brothers, you know, who really from here. You feel what I'm saying? Who grew here. You did what I'm saying. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I just want to drop that little piece of advice right there, that little sidebar, whatever. But yeah, man, it's a tragedy. This brother, he was a genius, a young man doing great things, and his life was snuffed away by this skank, by this cunt-ass skank, days before his 28th birthday, bro. And you know, as far as the black women saying that they ain't gonna, you know, put her on a K for him and all this bullshit, come on, man. I mean, really, you know how many y'all are getting goddamn crossed out by these white boys and these men of other races? Y'all have no room to talk. Y'all have no room to talk. But those are besides the point. The point I want to get to y'all brothers, man, don't put these women, these non-black women on a pedestal. These women are only fucking with you because, for the most part, they're rebelling against their daddies and their brothers, and their daddies and their brothers, and they also know that we are a gynocentric, matriarchal race of men. They know that they're going to get treated more. They're going to be pampered. They're going to be treated more highly fucking with us than fucking with their own men. That's why a lot of women race mix, because they feel as though they seize upon that exotic fetish. That's what's up with that, just to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, y'all take this to heart. Stop chasing fucking filth freaks. You know what I'm saying? Find you, I know they becoming a rarity more and more, but find you a nice, wholesome woman who ain't on the social media like that. You did what I'm saying? You don't want no one with an asshole and a cat all on the internet and shit. You don't want to be fucking with no hoes like that. Like I say, those are for recreation, not procreation. You know what I'm saying? You deal with them, you know what I'm saying, on some fly-by-night, one-night stand shit. You don't put them on a payroll and Y'all gotta learn how to separate concubines from wives and life partners and all that type of good shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like using that term, life partner. That's some woke feminist shit. But, wives and, you know what I'm saying, committed women. You did what I'm saying. So, that's what that is. Man, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Rest in peace to this brother. Y'all learn from this. Once again, no disrespect to my SYSBM brothers, our New Society brothers. You know what I'm saying? I know why y'all push the line y'all push. But first and foremost, until black men, I'm going to leave y'all with this, accept rulership and practice and produce and practice our own form of patriarchy. And we start letting women of all races know that you ain't going to come over here and fuck with us and do some bullshit that you wouldn't do to your own man. You won't come over here and your ass gonna fall in line with some motherfucking structure and order. Until we do that, it's going to be more Christian Tobys. With that being said, man, Dark Side, you African, like, share, subscribe, comment. We can disagree. We can dialogue about it. We men, we brothers, we can do it. But, man, like I say, man, it's a movement. This ain't just about me, man. It's about pushing the black man ahead and putting the black man on top. Over and out.